Hello everybody, welcome to my channel at The Garden Turns. So today is Tuesday. We have voting day here in St. Louis. We're electing another mayor, and I'm sure I know who's gonna win. I'm just not gonna say anything. I know who's got it. Yeah. So I have 4 pieces of chicken here. Today in this video, we're gonna be making sweet and sour chicken thighs with steamed rice, broccoli, and some tempura crab sticks. So I have 4 chicken thighs here in my bowl, and I got some buttermilk. I'm going to add probably about half a cup of buttermilk here. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. About a teaspoon of salt. Got some black pepper. So we went today. Where did we go today?
We went to like the west side.
We had a wonderful time.
Page over there. Saw a nice
green goddess seasoning
from the Turns-STL.
Oh yeah, the church that we saw today was just, I mean, it needs to be torn down. It looks awful. But you'll be able to find that video on our Stones on the Road channel. And that'll be posted either sometime tomorrow, most likely sometime tomorrow afternoon. It'll be posted, but it's a really nice video. It will be a really nice video. I'm learning to edit, and so is my husband. He's starting to edit a little bit now too. He did the editing for our last, the one that we did with, which one did you do? He did St. Alexis, I think. We went to St. Alexis.
Yeah, St. Alexis Hospital.
This is a little lemon pepper seasoning. All right.
There we go. Drink this beet juice.
Okay, yuck. And then I want to mix this up.
Good for your heart.
We went to the Foundry today also, and I was so disappointed, y'all. I was so disappointed. We were going to go down there for lunch. We were going to actually get something to eat. I walked through the little strip mall thing they got down there, the little food court. I was not impressed. Were you?
Heck no.
A little bit of soy sauce here, too.
Oh. That's like spinach to Popeye.
A tablespoon. Who?
That's like Popeye in this spinach. Beet juice.
He's drinking beet juice. He did buy beet juice down from the store down there. I think it's called something with thyme in it. Like THYME. The store that you bought that from. Like, what is it called? Fresh Thyme. Yeah, it's called Fresh Thyme. I see it on his thing. So I'm going to let this sit here for about 10-15 minutes. And I'm going to get my flour ready so that I can bread this and fry it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is sweet and sour chicken thighs with steamed rice, steamed broccoli, and some tempura crab sticks. All right, so we're going to get some sweet and sour sauce made. So you need 3/4 cup of sugar. Two-thirds cup of water. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Measuring cup. A 1/3 cup of vinegar. All right. One tablespoon of ketchup. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. But you're going to add those once this comes to a slow simmer. So I'm going to get this simmering, and then we're going to start our chicken. All right, so you want to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with about 2 tablespoons of hot water. Pour it in your pot here. We're gonna let that continue to simmer. Okay, so I have flour, about 2 cups of flour I put in my bag here. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of black pepper, some onion salt, about a half teaspoon, some onion powder, about a half a teaspoon, and then you want a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Not really coming out, I just don't want it to, okay. And then we're gonna take this up. And then I have my oil heating, but what you want to do is take a piece of your chicken and drop it down in your bag here. And then you want to toss it around. And then once the oil is hot, we're going to throw this in and fry it up. All right, the oil is hot. All right, so here's our breaded chicken. All right, just go ahead and drop that down in the oil. 1, 2, definitely to move that around. 3, and 4. We're gonna get all these in here. All right. All right. Okay, so my husband checked the temp of the chicken and it is done. He's taking it out right now. What does the temperature have to be, hon, on fried chicken?
About 180.
About 180. What is that reading, babe?
This is 201. So this is,
all right.
This is well done.
Look at this delicious golden fried buttermilk fried chicken. And this is going to be covered in our delicious sweet and sour sauce that I'm going to show you once we get all of the chicken pulled out the oil. We're about to fry up our tempura. I'm going to let the oil heat back up there.
All right.
All right, y'all.
There you go.
All right, that's the fried chicken. And now we're going to fry up that tempura. All right, so I'm going to mix up a quick tempura batter. This is 2 egg whites. To the egg whites, you want to add 2 cups of... No, you need 1 cup of flour. I'm telling y'all 2 cups, like that's right. 1 cup of flour. And 2/3 cup of cold water. All right, my husband got cold water. You got to whisk it.
You said 2/3 cup, right?
Mm-hmm. 2/3 cup cold water. How did this go on?
Should have been a little hotter. Like 360. It was only like 320. It'll catch up. Turn it all the way up.
I did. So you just whisk that together. All right, y'all. So here's the tempura that we mixed up here. I got about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch here in my bag. And look, before we bread up my chicken, because I'm still waiting on my oil to heat back up, here is our sweet and sour sauce, and it is sweet and sour saucery. I think that's a word. It's not. I made it up. And I'm gonna put in a couple shakes of red pepper flakes, probably about half of a teaspoon, because I don't want to be up all night, you know, being like, oh, I can't sleep because there is a fire burning. I mean, a fire burning in my deep in my soul. I really mean in my ass.
In that booty hole.
Yeah, in that booty hole. It's burning. So yeah, that's what we want to avoid that. So we put a little bit, just a little bit, half teaspoon. All right, and then as you can see, this actually, like I said, looks like sweet and sour sauce. See? And it tastes like it too. Okay, so I have some seafood snackers, which are basically, yeah, just fish. And I'm going to put these in my bag here with the corn starch. 2 tablespoons, shake it around. Okay. And then kind of shake a lot of that off because you don't want to, you know, too much, but just shake off as much as possible. All right. And then we want to do that also to our broccoli that we have. How much broccoli we got, hon?
We got about a...
He's going to put it in here.
3/4 of a pound of broccoli.
It's all going to go in this
maybe
beautiful.
2 cups worth.
There we go. Okay.
Easy. Little bite-sized.
Shake that up. Like, shake it.
You better shake that.
You better shake it like your mama made it. Oh, because she made it, didn't she?
You better shake
Her and
that
your
thing.
daddy made it. So you better shake it.
Shake that.
Now, if you a Duggar, you can't shake it.
You can't shake it.
You can't shake it if you a Duggar.
Side shake.
Now, you say what now?
Yeah, side shake.
Side shake it as a...
Side shake. Side
Does, oh, yeah, they
Side
got a side hook. Yeah, but they can't shake, though. That's so they're taking all out of it.
shake it
Yeah,
for
because
the double.
if you shake it and hugging, that's when it's the best. Especially if you shake it and hugging in a... Is it a horizontal
Shake
position?
that thing. Yeah.
Horizontal, yeah. I don't know what's going
Shake
on
that.
tonight. I think it's... You know what? I think that it's the passion melon. Is it?
Maybe what it is.
It hasn't grown in yet, but it could be. It could be like radiating through the greenhouse all the way around outside. Okay. Is my oil heated up
Almost
yet?
at 320.
Once it gets to 320, I'll be back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, so I'm putting my, I was saying fish, my crab sticks in my tempura batter. And I'm going to move, like flip it around so we can get it breaded on both sides. You know, you can get it breaded all the way or coated, not breaded. It will be coated. Okay, so like I was saying in my earlier video, in this video actually, y'all need to check out our trips that we've been doing. They've been really nice. Go subscribe to our new channel, Stones on the Road. And as you can see, this is battered in our little nice tempura batter. And then I'm going to just drop that in my oil. And I'm going to pull them all out and do the same. And then we're going to do the broccoli the same way.
Yeah, you learn a lot about the city of St. Louis
Yes.
and about the United States. But we've been locally here. But the Ville neighborhood, that was, I learned a lot about that.
I've learned a lot about a lot of things.
Homer
Where we went
G.
today, like I need to find out what it actually is the name of that neighborhood off page.
Yeah, maybe
Because I know it was like the Hoyamont. The Hoyamont was off of the street.
the whole
Page.
track, yeah.
Yeah. It was, we had a really nice little trip. We went to go pick up a silhouette from our sister's house. And I have to see if I can get it working because I can't get it working. I tried, so, you know, when I got home and it just is not doing it. So I'm going to see if I can't get that working. I'm just going to buy a Cricut because I'm gonna have some stuff soon that's going to be available on my channel for my subscribers. All right. So my crab sticks are floating. They're almost done. And I am battering up my broccoli. My husband is actually pulling them out once they're done. I'm dropping them like they hot.
I'm flipping it and rubbing it down.
What? Okay.
And
What is
smacking
going on today
and
with
smacking
these?
it up.
He smacked it up, not down. He smacked it up. I guess that was
Smack
doing it
up,
like that.
flip
Oh
it,
yeah.
and then rub
Okay.
it down.
Oh, okay.
In that order.
When that was, who said that? They're saying that. Smack it, flip it, rub it down.
That
Oh
was
no.
Bell Biv DeVoe,
What?
BVD, and then that was what's her name that said in that order.
Like I was telling my
that
husband.
was Scrappy Mama.
In one of them videos, I was saying, I really learned that Bobby Brown could still get it. He be getting it. He didn't feel that way.
In a nursing home kind of way.
Oh, no, Bobby
In a
Brown.
nursing home
Bobby
kinda
Brown,
way.
I love
But
him.
look, hey, that's
We got something.
the man went through a
common.
lot and he came out
has.
good on the other side.
Yes, he
So
has.
God bless him.
I said he get it. I love me
God
some
bless
Bobby
him.
Brown. And some Whitney, boy. They was one of the hottest couples of the, what was it?
The 90s.
Literally one of the hottest couples of the what?
The 90s.
All right. Okay, so let me get this fried up. You know, sometimes we just get into talking about, like, Bobby Brown and him getting it and his overdoses and, you know. Yeah. He's still kicking it, though.
Kicking it like Slim Chicken kicking.
You know what we like to say here at this house? What was our favorite saying when somebody moving fast? It is from our favorite show. Well, one of them anyway, because I have a lot of favorite shows. But what's the show?
Martin?
Mm-hmm.
When they sailing through here like Gail
Like
Divas.
Gail Divas. If y'all don't know who Gail Divas is, y'all better look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
You got that internet, look it up.
Look it up. I'm Taraji P.
Gail
I'm put on the big
Divas.
wig. Look it up. Yeah, Gail Divas and her fingernails.
So y'all in y'all charges, when y'all be going, trying to do the dash,
Yeah.
or y'all be sailing down the street like Gail Divas.
Like Gail Divas and her nails. That was a
Look up
Martin.
Gail Divas.
Martin is insane. That is like my favorite show. One of them. I also love Mama's Family. I was just talking to my sister about that. Naomi and Vinton. Iola and Bubba. Them probably done that. Because tempura don't turn brown, I don't think, sometimes. All right, we're going to pull these out. And I'm going to finish up this broccoli. And then we're going to be eating. Because we all hungry up in here. We are hungry. We are all hungry up in here as well. All right. All right, so I don't know what is going on with us today, but we was in here having a conversation about R. Kelly's new album. I heard he has a new album. You said it was called something.
Look, I ain't getting into it.
R. Kelly has a new album out. You ain't gonna do what? I feel like R. Kelly need to be out. I don't feel like that. I don't have any emotion towards R. Kelly either. I feel like he had some great music that was the backdrop of a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, I feel like he should have.
And I think it's messed up.
He should have sought.
Yeah, help.
Counseling.
Yeah, he should.
Education.
I hope that when he's in there, he learned to read. But we was just saying, if he's gonna be in there for the rest of his life, what would be the purpose? Would you learn to read if you knew that you had life in prison, but you didn't know how to read? Would you learn to read in prison? That is a good question. You know. Let me see. Would you?
Yeah, because you might, they see you try to do right and learn, they might use your thing. Or you might get parole.
Huh. That's because he has hope. Let me see, why would I learn to read? I would learn to read maybe because then I can like read through evidence and stuff and see if I can get myself out, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's some people that just would be like, forget it. I'm here, you know what I'm saying?
Read law books.
Yeah, so I think I would learn to read. So, what would you do? Leave your comment in the comment section below. We would love to know. This is entertaining for us. It is really entertaining. Yeah, I would learn to read just so I could read. Like, even if I was guilty, I would learn to read just so. Yeah, that's just me. But so we would both learn to read. I don't know what y'all would do. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of these pulled out, and we are going to serve up dinner. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Bees, beds, and boxing as the garden turns and stones on a roll. All right, so I'm heating up the sauce, and I have my fried chicken here. Look good, don't it? All right, so we're just going to drop a piece in. And then we need tongs to flip it. Oh, you can even baste it, huh?
Okay.
You can baste it like that. And then he's going to put some rice in a bowl.
Hot rice.
Then just pull you know what? I'm gonna flip this because I see it's some dry areas, and we don't want any dry areas on our sweet and sour chicken now, do we? Okay, now you want to pick this up. Got our nice bowl of rice. Go and throw the chicken on there like that, like that right there. What? Look at that, sweet and sour chicken. Sweet and sour chicken thighs, buttermilk. Buttermilk. Throw a piece in there. What was that? Wind advisory here in St. Louis. The wind is blowing like the hooligans. The banshees, as they say. The wind is blowing like the banshees. I think I've said that already because we were talking about how banshees are like these screaming crazy women. Ghouls, ghosts, or whatever.
Like nymphs.
Yeah. Of the night. Nymphs of the night. Okay. Put that on here. But they're not nymphs because I think nymphs are cute. Okay. And then we got some tempura here. Some tempura broccoli and crab sticks. And this is what we are having for dinner tonight. What are you having? Like, share, and subscribe. He putting on more of the tempura.
That's it.